is SportsCenter.
A beautiful Saturday at Hobgood Park. The Phillies looking to up their record to an even 500 on the season. They've been playing some really good baseball as of late, getting better each and every week. And on this warm and balmy Saturday, the homestanding Phillies were playing host to the Nationals. The confident Phillies had seen their bats come alive as of late. That's why there were very few worries when the Nationals lunged out to an early 5-0 first inning lead. Now let's pick up the action in the bottom of the first inning. The Phillies in a 5-0 hole, but Braden Padgett hits a sharp single toward right field. It only takes one hit to start a rally, and you know what? A rally we would witness. So with Padgett on first, Kevin Carragher steps up to the plate. He delivers another sharply hit ball past the infield. An alert Braden rounds second, heads to third. Runners now on the corners with no one out. The next batter is Anderson Carter. He pops one way up into the stratosphere. No one's able to come down with this thing. It's like a satellite. And Padgett crosses home plate for the first Phillies run of the game. They're still trailing 5-1, but they are, in fact, now closing the gap. Now, sometimes the camera guy makes a mistake, and I made a huge blunder. You see, Ben Dunlap at the plate nails a long one, but I missed it. New camera, not used to it yet. But I do have a smiling Ben at third base. Man, he crushed it. Drove in 2 runs in the process, cutting the Nationals' lead to 5-3. David McKechnie now on the plate. He's able to earn a walk, so he trots to first base. A few pitches later, he's going to take off for second base. The next pitch will end up in the dirt, and Coach Dan waves McKechnie out to third base. Braden Kapp then picks up the walk, so runners on the corners with 1 out. Now, baseball is such a game of nuance. It's more than about hitting and pitching and catching, and here's a prime example of that. Charlie Welch is at the plate. Now, he's not going to get on base at this time, but you know what? He has the pitcher throw a lot of pitches his way. He foul tips a whole lot of them. Right now, he's going to play a critical role in getting a run, an ever-important run across the plate. You see, Charlie, he's going to fake the bunt. The pitch was outside. The catcher was confused. David comes home around to score. And just like that, the Phillies are continuing to claw their way back into the game. Good job, Charlie. We ought to give you like half an RBI for that because you made it happen. Great base running all game long. Braden Kapp is going to steal third, but the Phillies leave him stranded, but still, nonetheless, a great inning for the Phillies. Jake Sabo on the mound for the Phillies. His pitch is hit high toward first base. Anderson Carter battles the sun and the wind to come down with that thing. Now, when Jake Sabo is on fire, he is nearly unhittable. Here he picks up the strikeout. In the process, though, he injures a finger, so Coach Dan brings in rookie pitcher David McKechnie. The Nationals lead 9-6, but the Philly bats were red hot, so a comeback certainly seemed plausible. Now, one of the most underrated positions in baseball is that of catcher. Ben Dunlap had an amazing game behind the plate, and here he tracks down a tricky one to get the Phillies out of the inning. Great job by Ben. Now, McKechnie gave up a hit early in the inning, but then he settled down and he struck out 2 in a row. So the Phillies trail by 3 runs, 9-6. The Phillies trailing by 3. Can they pull victory out of the jaws of defeat? Now here, Ben Dunlap gets things going with a solid piece of hitting. And Mark Pierce, the next batter, is going to squib one towards shortstop. Nothing that Short can do about it. Mark is safe at first, and Ben barrels his way towards third base. Braden Kapp then at the plate. Man, he had an amazing game. His hot hitting continues, and he picks up 2 more RBIs. 9-8 is our score at this point. So now, friends, we go to the top of the 4th inning. This would turn out to be the last inning. The Phillies are down by 1, 9-8. Their first order of business, keep the Nationals at bay. Don't give up any more runs. McKechnie on the mound, a runner on first. The pitch is outside, but watch the great throw by Ben, the catcher, to try to get the runner out at second. The runner barely beats the tag, but my goodness, that is one heck of a throw. Now we have 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch is inside, but the umpire says it caught the inside corner. Oh man, it was close, but David gets the strikeout and the Phillies get out of the inning. So that sets up a dramatic last series. Bottom of the last inning, Chase Meadows will lead things off. The left-hander has had a great season at the plate, a great piece of hitting, and he is going to get things started for this Phillies rally. And what does he do? Well, just like we said, a great piece of hitting over the shortstop's head. That ball keeps rolling and rolling and rolling halfway to Ackworth, I think. The next batter is Braden Padgett, and he's going to get this beautiful hit up the middle. His RBI brings home the tying run in Chase Meadows. So, man, things are looking good for the Phillies. And now Mr. Clutch, Kevin Carragher, strolls to the plate. His solid hit allows Padgett to score the winning run. The Phillies were down by 5 after only 1/2 inning, but they rally back for a decisive 10-9 victory. 10-9 the win, the Phillies over the Nationals.
Well, way to go, Phillies. His parents are giving him a high five. That was a lot of fun. You had us on our feet the whole time, you know?
Got us biting our nails.
David came in there. Sometimes we're pitching good, sometimes we're not. Everybody did awesome.
Take me out to the ball.